Welcome back. The Biden administration is delaying its proposed ban on menthol cigarettes until next March. A lot of questions about why that's the case. Why the delay? Well, civil rights groups argue it would unfairly target black communities. ABC News reporting Al Sharpton and other civil rights leaders are warning the White House against the plan, saying this crackdown could actually hurt Biden's re-election chances with black voters.
Melanie Collette is the former vice chair of the New Jersey Federation of Republican Women. She's joining us live. Melanie, good to see you back. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about this. According to the CDC, menthol can make it harder to quit smoking, but yet civil rights leaders want to keep it on the market. Your thoughts there?
Because they care so much about black people, as you know, and they constantly tell us that they love us so much and they care about us that we don't care if you ruin your health with menthol cigarettes. It's going to damage the election, so forget about the black people in that case. It's really maddening to me that these civil rights groups that try to help people who look like me always seem to be doing it in some kind of negative context. Oh, we can't do that because then black people won't be able to get their menthol cigarettes. Oh, we can't enforce this law because then too many black people will have to go to jail. Can we have some positive things that we advocate for people of color? For once, I would just like some of these community groups and some of these people on the left to truly advocate for black people. It's really bad for us. That should be the #1 reason why you should ban it, if that's what you want to do as a government. It should have nothing to do with elections or anything like that. And it really irks my soul, I have to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, it's just so... it seems like this decision is based on one voting bloc. And we've seen that before with this administration where they perhaps go after those young voters with student loans. And they say, we're going to forgive the student loans. You shouldn't be paying this much. Those universities are charging just too much money. We're going to forgive it just for you. Is this really an effort to better their lives? Or is this just trying to win over their votes when they realize, wait a second, I'm actually going to have to pay those loans back?
It's absolutely to win over votes. And what the government fails to realize, which is stunning to me, is how they've contributed to the inflation of these education prices. When you are continually giving these colleges money in the form of student loans with no criteria, no basis for your investment. Typically, when you do loans, you can see how there's going to be a return on investment. That is not the case with student loans. They do barely any kind of research or anything like that when they say, okay, we're going to give out the student loan. Oh, majoring in basket weaving? Sure. Here's 150 grand. That does not make any sense whatsoever, but that's the government for you.
I want to go back to the menthol topic if we can, because the National Action Network released a statement to ABC News, and we have it. It's a lengthy one, but we'll read it too. It says, quote, and it's on your screen, "The National Action Network has taken the position that unless there are real safeguards against criminal prosecution of black and brown communities, the proposed menthol ban will have unintended consequences. This position was taken after working with Gwen Carr, the mother of Eric Garner, attorney Ben Crump, and the ACLU. NAN is also not opposed to ban on all cigarettes." End quote there. Eric Garner, you may remember, died in 2014 being put in an illegal chokehold by a police officer when he was reportedly selling untaxed cigarettes. Do you have a comment on that statement?
Where are the smoking cessation programs to go along with this theory? No, we're not going to do that. These are going to negatively affect black and brown people. They're going to get locked up for having menthol cigarettes. That's not what's going to happen. But if you wanted to help these people, really, you get them off that kind of cigarette. But they don't really want to help. And that's what makes me so angry about this topic.
All right. Well said. Interesting conversation. Melanie, thank you very much. Stay with us. A lot more to discuss.